How's it going, guys? Tucker Ladd and Tanner Smith from Trouts Fly Fishing. We're here today to talk with you about the new SIMMS G3 Stockingfoot Wader. It's a new product for the 2018 season, something we're expecting delivery of around mid-November this year. We've actually been fortunate enough to have a couple pair around the shop here for the last few weeks, and Tanner and I have been putting them through the ringer down here in Colorado on his trip up to Montana, and then I was up in British Columbia last week with them for a week. And I think general consensus so far is badass. These are a fantastic update to the old G3, something that personally I was a little skeptical that they would be able to pull off, but SIMMS in true form has come through with a great new wader. A couple updates. First and foremost, they've gone to a zippered front chest pocket versus the overlapping design in the old G3 wader. Personally, I like it. Easier to keep your gear, a little bit more secure. It's also got a nice micro fleece lining, so good for your cold hands on those chillier days. Second major update, we now have a 4-layer Gore-Tex seat versus the old 3-layer on the previous edition. You know, nice added durability and comfort on those colder days as well. Otherwise, most of the notable features of this wader are going to be in the fabric. So SIMMS has gone to a 4-layer Gore-Tex material on the lower leg. You'll remember on the previous G3 it was a 5-layer Gore-Tex, so a little bit less material, but what's interesting is that they're able to gain 190% more breathability from this material, while also adding 31% more abrasion resistance and making the wader overall 30% lighter. So less material, more bang for your buck. Pretty cool. Same 3-layer Gore-Tex from the upper leg through the upper part of the wader, welded belt loops on the front and the back. Articulated needs for added comfort and mobility. The patented front and back seam technology, which SIMMS put on the map a few years ago. Abrasion resistant gravel guards, as well as anatomically correct neoprene feet. So I would say one of the most noticeable things that I personally experienced right out of the gate was just sheer comfort. I mean, the hand and the feel of the fabric of these waders is just much more comfortable and softer than the previous waders. Really kind of felt like I was just wearing a pair of pants all day long versus a pair of waders. I'll also say the fit seems to be updated a little bit. Personally, I used to be in a size large in the old wader, felt a little big and billowy, particularly in the chest. This pair seems to be a little bit more trimmed down. Tanner, I mean, we can't even get him to take his off. He's literally coming to work day in and day out wearing them. It's kind of
everywhere.
A little bit creepy. Getting phone calls about that, but we'll address that later, I guess. Otherwise, you know, just a really nice new pair of waders. Something I think is really going to keep SIMMS moving forward in terms of wader technology, design, and overall performance. A little bit of a lighter color too, and I was talking to one of the product designers about this, and apparently, you know, consumer feedback was the old G3s and the current G4 and G4Zs were a little kind of dark, let's call it, and so they wanted to lighten it up a little bit, make it a little bit more lively, so a little bit lighter color. Tanner's certainly proven that, you know, maybe one downside is a little bit of, it gets a little dirty a little easier, but yeah, that's all right. We're not out there to look pretty. We're out there to catch fish, right? Tanner, what were your thoughts of the waders?
First initial thoughts after taking them up to Montana, walking around Colorado, I would say breathability, overall comfort, the lightweight, the main things I noticed. The look I think is fantastic, you know, and considering I wear them everywhere, I've been getting a ton of compliments on these things, like Wendy's drive-thrus, Safeway when I'm walking to get lunch around the shop. It's been an overall good thing. So SIMMS knocked this one out of the park for sure.
In ways they didn't even intend. You know, my initial reaction to the wader was very similar to Tanner's. You know, comfort was the most noticeable factor right out of the gate, really lightweight. From a usability standpoint, I use mine mostly up in British Columbia, a couple times down here in Colorado. But in that cold climate up north, where I was fishing with most other guys in a pair of G4Zs or G4 Pros, I felt a little undergunned day one. But after 6 long days in cold water, I can say that I was 100% comfortable. And very warm throughout the entire course of the trip. So certainly not a warm weather wader. You know, don't let the lightweight nature and breathability fool you. This is a 4-season wader made for the rigors of guiding or just general angling. So SIMMS, congratulations. You guys really knocked it out of the park on this one. The new SIMMS G3 guide wader is certainly something you need to look into for the 2018 season. As I noted earlier, the new SIMMS G3 Guide Stockingfoot Wader will be available about mid-November of this year. We do have them currently for sale online at troutsflyfishing.com. Please be sure to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Look forward to seeing you in the shop or maybe out on the water. Have a great day.
See ya.